Hi guys, grocery haul time. For anybody new to the channel, I am Tony, Black Hills mommy, raising our family with 7 kids, my husband Sean and I, in the Black Hills of South Dakota. And every Monday I do a grocery haul because we do our grocery shopping once a week. We started meal planning. It's actually the way that works out best for us. We used to do it slightly differently. So if you watch some of my older grocery haul videos, you will see we used to do a large week, small week rotation, and I was trying to buy groceries less often, but it just doesn't really work for us. And so for those who can manage the once a month shopping and stuff like that, I commend them. Don't know how they do it. You probably hear Sean and one of her older daughters wrestling in the background, the giggling. I don't know if they were tickling or what they were doing, but she's giggling in the background. So this week is, well, we're not doing big week, small week. It is kind of a smaller week. We budget $300 a week to feed our family of 9. Our goal is to stay as far under that as possible with meal planning and everything else. And it is not going bad. This week total, he spent, and I say he because I sent Sean grocery shopping. It's cold out today. I got up this morning. I was going to go this morning. It said it was 23 degrees out with a real feel of 1. I said, no, I'm staying home. So I threw on a hat, maybe a smidge of makeup and to do the video, but I said, you go get the groceries before you come home from work. And he did, which is really awesome. But he said that the total, which we looked at the receipts after he got home, just shy of $220. So that means $80 savings this week from our budget, which is awesome. Everything I save over the next 2 months is actually going to go towards Christmas. That is part of how we do some of that. So let me show you what all we got this week. Okay, so here's what I've got. Sorry if you end up hearing kids in the background. I've got a couple little boys downstairs who are full of energy today. So starting on this end, we have got a bag of pop chips. I got this last time for myself to try because they are safe for me to eat. Oh, and that's something else. For anybody who's unaware, we are an allergy full family. Whole varieties, so we get different things that different people can eat. And I usually mention that as we go by. So these are safe for me. No corn, no soy, no wheat, any of that. So that is good. I do still have some left. I don't do a lot of snacking on that kind of stuff, but the kids also liked them as well. So I told Sean to go ahead and grab some more for myself and to share. For the kids, we have Simply Cheetos. Those are corn-based, so I don't touch those. But they really enjoy them. Quite the mess, but you know, they enjoy them. The chicken patties. The big kids eat them here and there. That's actually something that mostly Sean has been eating lately. It's a fast, easy thing that doesn't seem to affect him too much. He can't handle much for spices or anything like that. Chicken nuggets, that is a fast, easy for the little ones. We have been going through a little bit more of the convenience foods again lately, trying to get some of that back on track. The hope is that the chicken nuggets, the pot pies, and the pizzas will actually last us a few weeks. And with 7 kids, I mean, you can see there's 12 pizzas, 8 pot pies, and then the chicken nuggets. The fact that they last us a few weeks kind of shows that, you know, we don't eat them every day, but we have them in case we run out of leftovers or something like that. The frozen broccoli and the broccoli Normandy. This is actually one of my more favorite blends too. We like to roast those in the oven, sprinkle a little cheese over, bake it at 350 for about 40 minutes, and it caramelizes the cheese, cooks them perfectly. It's actually one of our favorite ways to do those. I'm not a big fan of steamed. I can do steamed if it's over the stove. I really do not care for microwaved food, which sounds ironic since the kids get those. When it comes to that kind of stuff, I want to cook it the real way. Greek yogurt. This is something that the kids have been really going through again. They went through a spurt before, started weaning off of it, and now they're going through it again, especially the little ones. So we picked up 2 of those, probably get 2 more again next week. Eggs. It's that time of year where we're doing more baking and things. Because of Taya's egg allergy, we actually use a lot of flaxseed as an alternative, but I like to have these on hand for when we do that, or if we end up having a French toast day. So just time to get a few more eggs in the fridge there. The Fairlife milk, again, guys, it's crazy. We've been going through more, but I do know that the kids have had pancakes more recently. Emmy is our pancake chef, and as long as she's in the mood to make them, we put it on the meal list, she'll do it for lunch or something. And the mix we have uses milk. So I know that's actually why we're going through more here. But if we wean back down off of it, it's good until the end of December. For anybody unfamiliar, on average, we go through about 2 gallons of milk a month. We just do not drink milk. However, almond milk, we do go through 2 of those jugs every week. That is what typically gets used in cereals and in my coffee. The regular dairy milk pretty much just gets used for baking and things like that. Macaroni and cheese, the pancakes, you know, that kind of stuff. The Romano ricotta pasta sauce, we actually were supposed to be making a Costco trip, today, but that did not happen weather-wise, and I needed more sauce. I really like Costco's, but I do not hate the Sam's Club sauce here. So we went ahead and got more of that to get us through. Hopefully we'll be able to make a Costco run here in another week or 2. I'm going to skip the produce for 2 seconds here. I'm going to come down here. We got more cheese slices. We've been out of that for a little while, but we've changed up how we're doing our lunch meat, which some of you may already know. Otherwise, I'll explain that in a minute. Lettuce, going through more salads again. And if I buy the big bag, even though it's not organic, it gets eaten better. When I buy the organic whole heads of romaine, it just seems like nobody eats it for some reason. I needed more celery for a couple of dishes coming up. So we buy that at Safeway. Just the best place to buy that at. Sean also picked up 2 bunches of bananas from there. Those are looking pretty good. You guys know we do not touch the organic bananas from Sam's Club because they're horrible. They're never ripe and they don't ripen properly. Kiwi berries. We have never had these before. Sean picked these up at Sam's Club because they apparently had them. A couple of the kids are really curious about them. I have absolutely no idea how to eat these. If you just eat them whole or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and do a search. So the kids will probably have eaten some by the time you guys see this. But if you have ever eaten these before, give me suggestions down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear if you just pop them whole like a grape, if you peel them, like what do you do, and how do you like to eat them the best? Gumdrop grapes. We've noticed that there's a lot of different types of grapes showing up recently. Sean did say that there were some cotton candy grapes there, but they had a really gray look to them. So he wanted to avoid those, but these ones he decided to go ahead and get and try. Any of the candy line has been a really big hit for the kids. They're just a lot sweeter, and I gotta admit, I kind of like them too. Obviously, the strawberries look pretty good because he went ahead and got a thing of those. Strawberries are really hit or miss around here. Kind of rough looking half the time, especially this time of year. So I'm surprised he managed to get some, but they do look pretty good. The whole fryer chickens. Now this is why we have not been getting the lunch meat. I did explain this in a previous video. We used to get 2 to 3 pounds of lunch meat every week or so. It was getting really spendy, and we would use the sliced cheese on those sandwiches. But we also do these fryer chickens, and if you're curious to know about it, I do have a separate video where I show how we cook the whole chickens in the Instant Pot, and then we shred them and use that for just a snack on, as sandwich meat, or however we want to do it. And the 2 chickens will last us pretty much the entire week. Now this one is only 8.5 pounds. Normally I manage to get packs that are closer to 10 pounds between the 2 chickens. But this is what was available. This is what Sean grabbed. This will be fine. It's just a hair less meat, so we'll see how long it lasts. But since we've been out of the sliced cheese, I figured we'd get that along with that. We didn't buy any last week because we were supposed to be out of town. So we'll get that back in the fridge again. 3 cases of bubbly. Now this is my water. Sean has taken to drinking it recently too, so we do buy a little bit extra. He bought 3 cases today though, because he said that it was moved from the position it's been in, and it was on one of those carts that they can move around. which is usually a sign that they're threatening to get rid of something. And that makes me really sad because it's actually 3 flavors that I love. It's cherry, raspberry, and blackberry. Those are my 3 favorite flavors. And so I was really excited that Sam's Club was carrying these. The only other thing we bought is the toilet paper hiding over there. I didn't put that up here on the table. But technically that is in the grocery budget because it was bought at Sam's. So that is in the $220 total. And he said that was about $25 in itself. So food-wise, we stayed under $200. But the paper stuff, things like that do count. You can see my little dog walking around in the background. But let me go ahead and flip this around here. Okay, so like I mentioned, we were actually supposed to be making a trip across the state to go to Costco this weekend. The kids had a meet, but because of weather, it ended up being, I can't say it was canceled because I think they're still doing it on that end, but everybody from this end of the state is not traveling. We're gonna do our own small meet out here. For those unaware, we live in an area with no access to Costco and a lot of that stuff. In fact, food options are semi-limited, especially when it comes to organic or quality or any of that. We love Costco. The closest ones are about 5 hours away. We can either head east to Sioux Falls or kind of a southwest to Fort Collins, Colorado. Both about the same distance, drive time, but it's still a drive. However, we do make that drive. I do place orders online every couple months, and then every 3 months or so, we make a trip to one of those 2 places for various reasons, and a big part of that is a stop at Costco. So we will be doing that here. If not in the next week or 2, we're thinking maybe sometime in November. If the weather holds, traveling across the state gets really dicey. So we'll see about that because I cannot get everything that we buy online. Some of it is in-store only. So we'll see about all that. But that's what we got for this week. I'm going to go sit down. I actually have to finish writing up some of our meal plan for the next 2 weeks. And we got to get all this stuff put away. So I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss everything that's coming up next. And I will see you in the next one.